We are sorry. I am sorry. The Diocese of Pittsburgh today is not the church that is described in the grand jury report. It has not been that way for a long time.
Bishop David Zubik quickly responded to the grand jury report. The bishop apologized to victims and said he promises to meet with them. John Delano has more on what the bishop had to say, and he joins us live. John.
Yes, Susan and Stacey, you know the bishop apologized multiple times during a press conference this afternoon, a 45-minute press conference, in fact. And he essentially blames, however, practices in the past, noting that most of the child abuse cases here in Pittsburgh occurred before 1990. In fact, he says 90% of them really occurred before he was on his watch here as bishop. But a number of reporters, including myself, pressed the bishop on the whole question of cover-up. Did this bishop, did other bishops, did in fact priests engage in any kind of cover-up? Because that, of course, is what the grand jury is alleging, the Attorney General is alleging occurred right here in Pittsburgh. One of the questions I focused on was the fact that a number of priests' names and information in the Diocese of Pittsburgh has been redacted. For example, take a look at this sheet, completely blacked out. No information about what occurred here in Pittsburgh about a particular priest. So I asked the bishop if he would join Attorney General Josh Shapiro in asking the Supreme Court to lift these redactions and make all this information public to the folks in Pittsburgh. Let's hear what he had to say.
I don't know who those people are, who the ones that went forward, except today I'll find out when we take a look at exactly who has been redacted from that report. But that, I think we have to give them the right to be able to have that done. The Supreme Court's going to look at it on the 26th of September, and they'll make the decision at that particular point.
Do you know who those folks are, those priests are, who have been redacted from the grand jury report?
I just know some of them that came through today.
And you're not going to share those? You're not going to share those names?
No, it wouldn't be, because it'd be violating what their rights are. The constitutional rights, they're taking them to the Supreme Court. They have that right. I think we have to trust that the Supreme Court of the Commonwealth is going to take a look at why they have made appeals that their names and stories not be told, and then follow from there. If the Supreme Court afterwards says, we've looked at all this, they need to go into the report, then we're going to cooperate with them.
Well, bottom line, the bishop is not going to ask the Supreme Court to reveal who these people are. Of course, he has to follow orders if the Supreme Court does allow the redaction to be lifted, which is what the Attorney General is asking to be done. Then, of course, that information will be out to everybody. Now, I talked to Attorney General Josh Shapiro just minutes ago, and I asked him about comments that this bishop has made, saying there was no cover-up in the Diocese of Pittsburgh. The Attorney General says that statement is, quote, outrageous, and he specifically focuses again on both Bishop Zubik and Cardinal Wuerl for their involvement in what he calls a clear cover-up in Pittsburgh. We'll have more on the Attorney General's comments coming up on tonight's later broadcasts. Live at the Catholic Diocese in downtown Pittsburgh, I'm John Delano, KDKA-TV News.